On today's episode of Anime Afterthought, Black Clover episode 136, a black deep sea story. I am overly excited for today's episode. We are returning to the underwater temple. We get another glimpse of Kaito and Kahano, but more importantly, this seems to be a Noelle-centric episode, and I'm happy. I'm happy. Her character progression and overall narrative is one of my favorites. From dealing with her mana control, to her past with her abusive family, and quite recently, uncovering the truth of her mother's demise. Noelle is an amazing character, so anytime she has the spotlight, it's a-okay in my book. And seeing how this arc is supposed to focus on the pre-time skip training period, it makes me wonder if we're going to see a progression in her abilities. And seeing how we're returning to the underwater temple, it just seems too serendipitous not to. So with us coming hot off the heels of a more jovial, light, comedic episodes with the last two, here's hoping we actually get some hardcore training. So without further ado, let's jump right in. Oh, what do we got here? What is it, some kind of giant magical beast? Hot damn, Noelle. Oh, look at that animation, that's pretty good. So does she like sense something? I'm not 100% sure what the hell's going on. Is it Kahano? Ah, so the other Black Bulls are there training. Is that Zora's trap magic? Damn, God, he's showing up. Come on, man, it's time to be a team player. Of course, luck didn't fall in there since his magic detection is off the fucking scale. The return of the nerds. Is Sekre still playing maid? You know what, I would love to try some of Charmy's food. Didn't they revere Noelle as the sea goddess last time she was here? You gotta love some of that Tabata continuity, don't you? I mean, they're literally one of the few groups that acknowledge how strong the Black Bulls really are. They experienced that shit firsthand, not only taking them on, but the only ones that were able to defeat Veto. Ah, so it's an escort mission. Yo, that music is so fucking ominous. Of course, Luck wants to fucking kill it. Aw, that's the way he shows he cares. But we really can see, you know, a progression in her power. She's able to take the cradle and make it smaller yet more powerful. Something she could barely do at the very beginning. God damn. Do those masks give them the ability to fucking breathe underwater or some shit? Oh, look at that animation. They really were saving it for today's episode. I'm pretty sure at this point, the pressure alone would be doing a lot of fucking damage to them. Yeah, it's time to surpass your limits. Oh, she's utilizing the a form of like natural mana? That's just like Gaja, right? Scared those little fuckers off. Oh, I thought that was the fucking Guardian. Once again, it's spelled armor, but they say dress, so it's this weird kind of thing. God damn. Oh, god damn, do you see the impact of that fucking punch? Once again, I question, she was without a bubble, yet still breathing. Oh, is this the Guardian? It's like a whale, blue, it's got one of those, what are they, lanternfish type protrusions. Like, that's a pretty unique design. Oh, he got a baby. What? What was that? Oh, thank God. They returned back to normal. Them fish people were kind of fucking creepy. Oh, maybe. I do hope they go further into Lady Aesir's past. Especially now that we know that there's connection with the fucking devils. Yeah, I wonder if he was gonna get called out on that. Oh, I really did like that episode. Any Petite Clover? No, just a preview. Ooh, Charmy and Gordon next episode, nice. Wow, that was a fucking beautiful episode. They really were saving some great art and animation for today, and I'm glad that they actually put a nice showcase on Noelle and her power progression. As we see in today's episode, you know, someone is actually evolving. I mean, we're getting some new abilities, new powers, but from what I'm reading on Twitter, it may be a mistake. So I guess Tatsuya Yoshihara took to Twitter to apologize for episode 133 as well as today's episode of 136. I guess he somehow showcased powers from both Leopold and Noelle that they were not or should not have been able to activate at this time, and I guess it even somewhat upset Tabata to some extent. Now hear me out, I understand making mistakes, but this doesn't feel like a mistake. So far everything I've seen actually makes sense. If they wanted the shock and awe, they would have skipped a pre-time skip and just animate the post-time skip. But no, this is the training before. So of course they're gonna have to showcase or at least hint at possible power upgrades we're gonna see in the future. Now as far as Leopold, I'm not 100% sure what they touched on. Was it the beam? Was it that super badass fire attack? I'm not 100% sure. But I'm assuming with Noelle, there's only one thing that she did differently in today's episode, and that was the ability to use natural mana, just like the guardians like Gaja over at the Heart Kingdom. But it didn't really feel out of place, right? I mean, if that's her end-all be-all, she's going to somehow utilize natural mana. This is the first step. This is a stepping stone in that direction. I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking about this wrong. But if that's what he was referring to in his tweets, where he actually took to Twitter and apologized, saying, you know what? Both Leopold and Noelle shouldn't have been able to activate this power yet. He took some, I guess, creative liberties, but I'm not sure exactly where in the post time period that these powers are unveiled, but you've already lost the surprise effect when you're animated a pre-time skip. But overall, I love today's episode. I love that we once again entered the underwater temple. It gave us a nice focal point to be on Noelle, and they actually focused on Finral as well. And we go back to, you know, Yami talking him up, saying, you know what, you need to find their own way to fight. And obviously he's utilizing his spatial magic way better than before, as well as manning up, not just this coward who runs from fights and likes to hide. I mean, he was literally willing to throw away his life, to sacrifice himself to save Noelle, Kyoto, and Kahano. So yeah, character development wise, fucking love both of them. Noelle really standing up. We see these, you know, beautiful animations in the water tornadoes in the very beginning of the episode. Her Valkyrie armor / dress / fucking Valkyrie, we'll just call it Valkyrie mode. Her Valkyrie mode was just stunning when she was taking on the Kraken. Very fluid, very dynamic. It's just, today's episode, especially when they focused on Noelle, was just beautiful. And like I said earlier, honestly, this natural mana feels natural to me. This looks like the right stepping stone in the right direction for Noelle's power progression. Like having a base element of water, yeah, it makes sense that she could utilize a natural mana affinity. The planet's own water mana, like it just makes sense. It doesn't feel out of place. So I'm not 100% sure. Guys, let me know. I mean, without spoils, of course, but does this feel weird to you guys? Is this wrong? Should it not have been in today's episode? Same thing with Leopold. Like nothing felt really out of place. It kind of really flows together, makes sense, but obviously the director felt he needed to apologize. Like it just, I don't know. But then I have to say the Guardian was super cute. The baby was cute. I do like how they have like the continuity with Lady Ace here. Maybe she visited in the past. The Guardian giving her a more flushed out memory or flashback or image that that Noelle was seeing from the very beginning of the episode. I would like to explore, you know, that kind of connection. I really do hope they go into more of Lady Ace here's past. Like I said, we already found out there's a connection between her and the Devils, and we're literally gonna fight the Devils in the next arc. So maybe they'll unravel more about what happened to her, what happened in her past, maybe how she fell in love with Noelle's father. Like maybe we'll actually see, you know, the adults of this world, the fucking parents of these main characters, because we don't. I mean, yeah, I don't think, has he even been fucking mentioned at this point? I don't know. All in all, today's episode was badass. I liked it a lot. No need for apologies from this guy. I'm a huge fan of what happened. Of course, I don't know how it affects chronologically with the post time skip era, but like I said, if you wanted the shock and awe to just, you know, 1 second have Asta level 1 and then the next second have him level 10, you shouldn't animated a pre-time skip training. I mean, this makes sense to me. It makes sense narratively. Might not make sense chronologically, and you do lose that surprise effect, but still, this is supposed to showcase the work that was put in, and then the post time skip will show the fruits of our labor. Like, that's what's supposed to happen. Everything just felt right. It felt right to me today, and I thought it looked amazing. It sounded amazing. Honestly, whoever was in charge of having that eerie atmospheric tone as they were entering the void of no return, like, dude, it was creepy as fuck. Like, shit was about to happen. Great character design. Obviously, the fishmen were creepy as fuck. Kraken was badass. The Guardian was cute. So whoever, I don't know if this is Tabitha inspired or maybe influenced or maybe he had some actual design effect on it, but whoever actually designed today's creatures, A+ in my book. Fucking loved it. Overall, like I said, I don't know how you could hate this episode. I don't know how you would need an apology for today's episode. I fucking loved it. As far as next week's episode, it looks like it's gonna primarily focus on Charmy as well as Gordon, and that has me super fucking excited. We see a return of Salt Chef. If you guys remember that meme, yeah, he's making a return, maybe challenging Charmy to a food competition once again. I don't know. I don't fucking know. But yeah, she's another character I would like to focus more on her training, her power progression, maybe being able to unlock adult Charmy at will. Like, I don't know 100% sure where we go with her. Now, Gordon's magic, that one is, I don't know how we expand upon his magic, but it does seem like it could have a really deadly like effect if he really wanted it to be. But he's such a good boy. Like, today's episode just neatly putting, sunblock on a male comrade would, leave a lot of people a little uncomfortable, but he was just like, do you want me to apply some to you? Oh, it's okay, Gosh, I'll do it for, like, it was, I don't know. It's just, he's just such a nice character. So yeah, I'm super excited for next week's episode. Let's just get to it. Like, I want to watch it. I'm enjoying this. These obviously are not some kind of overarching story. They're very like much an anthology, just a bunch of different stories and events cobbled together. They're not like an actual filler arc, something like G8. That's what I was hoping for, like some badass adventure type. But yeah, these are, they're ranging from sad to overwhelmingly, positive, jovial, very comedic at times. The dating episode was awesome. And then we do get some hardcore training. We did face a dungeon. We saw Leopold really step up. Now we're having the underwater temple. We see Noelle and Finrel step up. Like, we are seeing progress in these characters that'll eventually lead us to the current arc, which, you know what? I'm excited. I'm fucking excited because you guys have been talking it up day fucking one. Once this shit clicked over, you're like, honestly, we go from 100 to 110. Like, it doesn't stop. It's a fucking runaway train, and I cannot wait. I honestly cannot wait to read it. I cannot wait to watch it. I cannot wait to enjoy, the Spade War, the Devil arc. But for now, we have the anime original arc that I'm enjoying. So with all that being said and more Black Clover around the corner, I honestly cannot wait for future episodes.